I'm doing whatever I can to help this team win, and we're not winning, so there's obviously some more things that I can do to help this team. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to continue to do.
We're excited to chat with you today, so I want to dive into some football here. And obviously, there's no avoiding the fact that I know you guys are in a bit of a slump right now. Y'all are 3-6 on the year, third place in the NFC East. But from your perspective, what's been one of the biggest lessons you feel like the team is learning right now together?
Yeah, I think it's trusting your process. It's staying on your grind. There's two things you can do right now in this situation. We're 3-6. You can roll over. You can, we're done, or you can buckle down, figure out what it may be that needs to be done, and start winning some games. And this team, I have full confidence in this team. To pull it together. Full confidence in this coaching staff to create the schemes and the prep, so we can go out prep the whole week and get ready to execute it on this week. It's going to be Monday. But yeah, there's been teams that have been 3-6. We've talked about it. It's not a death sentence. So there's things you can do. There's ways you can get out of it. And it starts with winning games. It starts with one day at a time. It starts with, how you approach each day.
Right. I know you mentioned the confidence, and I definitely understand that. I know last year you guys were 8-0 at home last season, now 0-4 at AT&T Stadium. But one of the reasons being, I feel like the continuous struggles in the red zone. I want to know if you agree with that too. But what are your thoughts on what this team needs for better red zone execution? If you also agree.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you hit it on the head. You gotta win game, or if you want to win games, you got to score points. And last game, having two opportunities where I think we're both of them inside the 15, maybe inside the 10, and not executing on that. It's hard. It's hard to win games doing that. It's hard to win games with that many turnovers as well. But it starts with the prep. It starts with this week. It starts with getting on the practice field with Cooper, getting on the practice field with Trey. Making sure those red zone, those windows, those breaking points, and the timing, it's all together. It's all matching up to what we're trying to get done. And ultimately just making sure that, both those QBs, both those guys have supreme confidence going into Monday, and they have no doubt, no question that me, along with the receiving core, O-line, everybody is going to do their job.
You mentioned windows. I know a topic of discussion is the sunlight that shines through the windows. I know CD made it very clear it affected him not seeing a ball thrown his way. And I say it's kind of tongue-in-cheek, but have you struggled with it as well at all? Or are you going like curtains, or how would you take care of it?
I
do you deal with it?
Standing where CD was standing. So I wasn't seeing what he was seeing. I was in the area, and I could squash this whole debate right now.
Okay, do it.
I should have just caught the ball. I should have just caught the ball right there. Watch you watch the tape. I'm pulling it. I shouldn't have cut back anyway, but I did. I cut back.
So it's your fault, not the sun. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to take it right there on the chin. I should have just caught the ball. If I catch that ball, the whole country we're not having this conversation, and we're all good.
I love it. Hey, man, you seem like a very just man. I love that. Jerry just said this morning that Dak is officially going to go or undergo surgery, season-ending surgery, and we know what he brings to this team. But what specifically can Cooper Rush and Trey Lance bring, respectively, you think?
Yeah, I think both of them can bring a ton. Both of them bring blazing speed. More Trey than Coop, but I'm really excited to work with these guys. I've worked with Coop. My first NFL touchdown was from Coop. And my job now is, like I said earlier, to make sure they can go into this week, hey, if I need, an extra route or whatever it may be, that I'm there for them if they need anything. So that they can go into Monday and they can go into this game having no questions and making sure, hey, I'm clean on everything, and have no questions. And that's how you play your best ball. That's how you make those steps, make those strides to becoming great. And that's all I'm thinking about is doing my job and making sure that I'm doing it the right way so that they can succeed.
Yeah. Talking about you here for a second, do you feel like your job this year has been more to block, to create opportunities rather than being asked to be a primary receiver?
Maybe at some. My job is to do what they tell me to do. I'm doing whatever I can to help this team win, and we're not winning, so there's obviously some more things that I can do to help this team. So That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to continue to do.
In that same vein, has the seam route been taken away more this year because you have to chip more at the line of scrimmage? Because I feel like it kind of seems like all the chipping has really taken your deeper routes out of the playbook a bit. Or am I wrong?
Yeah, I mean, I also hit them quite a few times on the seam routes last year, so they might be taking it away. I try to tell people all the time, this is the NFL. This is 32 teams of the best guys playing football. If they're not good, they're not on that team. So, and there's trends in this league. I think you'd be foolish if there was a defense to come and play this and say, "Oh, we're going to leave the seam open." Like, come on, we hit it 20 times last year. So, there's ebbs and flow of the game. There's teams that are going to be taking away some things that teams aren't going to be taking away. Here and there, I think, I don't even know what else to say. My job is to do what they tell me to do.
I'm doing what I'm here to do. I like it.
Yep.
When I think about the players in Dallas with that dog mentality, you immediately come to mind. And in your opinion, who are some other players on that roster that bring that same energy and mentality?
Yeah, I mean, D-Law for one. You hear guys talk about their welcome to the NFL moment. Yeah. My welcome to the NFL moment was the entirety of my rookie year fall camp because I had to block Marcus Lawrence the entire time.
Oh, God. And
I was just getting embarrassed. There was a couple times I went back to my room. I was like, "Is this really for me?" Like I'm getting beat bad. Like throwing me to the ground. I'm pulling grass out of my ear after I shower.
Like, is this what I really want to do?
This is what I prayed for. I'm like, come on.
Right.
But that dude, the way he approaches the game, I always say he is the hardest dude to block to this day. He plays the pass the exact same way he plays the run. He is, insane. And then another guy that I just loved playing with, I only had 1 year with him, and I miss him so freaking much, was Leighton Vander Esch. The dude was a baller. The dude was one of the best linebackers I ever had to play against or practice against even. Missed that dude. He was unbelievable.
So you rolled up to AT&T this past Sunday in your girlfriend Haley's Miami's basketball jersey, which was really awesome. Kind of a two-part question here for you, though. What makes your guys' relationship so different, given that you're both big-name athletes in your respective sports? And two, how does that also help you guys off the field and off the court?
Yeah. So I'm fairly loud with our relationship, I would say. I love that girl, wearing her jersey, supporting her, do whatever I can to support her. She just started her season. So we're in this thing together, doing a little long distance. But at the same time, our real stuff, our real relationship, we keep private. That's out of respect out of her. We're normal people too. We go through normal things. We're a normal relationship. So we try to keep that as private as possible. But when I'm supporting her, when I'm, there for her, when I'm, whatever I'm doing, when I'm there with her and it's light, I'm as loud as I can be about it because, that's my woman, that's my lady. Love her. She's awesome. She keeps my head on straight. So, yeah, she's the best.
Hey, sports fans, if you want to see more conversations with athletes and stars, check out these videos right here and be sure to subscribe for more from USA Today Sports.